Hello, 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 people. The Sacred Heal Her here today. I decided that I'm just gonna get on camera and talk some days. So much has happened. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm Eastern Standard Time. It is 11:10. Um, and or is it 11:11? Um, and so much has already happened this AM. Good things, definitely. First, let's talk about how you woke up this AM. How were you feeling when you opened your eyes? You laid there for a second and realized that you were in what mood? Like what mood came up for you? I walked my daughter to her bus stop. I came back. I laid down for a second. And I love to do this thing called body scanning. So I'll start at the crown of my head and I have my eyes closed. And I'll just imagine literally scanning my body with a white wand and just assessing where my energy is for the day. And today I felt confident. I feel extremely enlightened. I feel extremely open. I feel vulnerable. I feel I'm in love with myself. Um, and if anybody is on a journey of self love, a journey of healing, on that journey of finding peace, ooh, to be in love with yourself is it is the greatest feeling. And I feel like I've gone through different versions of self love. So I remember in 2012 where I wrote a letter to myself about loving who I was. And even now, today, I look back and I'm thinking, ooh, I was still a little rough around the edges. Okay. Um, but I'm definitely a higher version, a higher frequency than I was all those years ago. So what mood were you in? Leave it in the comments. What mood were you in this morning? What mood are you in now? Even if it's not such a great mood, it's still good to acknowledge. It's good to understand where you are. It's good to assess from day to day so you can see, your patterns, your changes, what's happening with inside your nervous system. Um, what next? Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about? Mm, asking for signs. That's a big one. That's a big one. Asking for signs. So, a few weeks ago, I sat down with God, my spirit guides, ancestors, higher source power, whatever you want to call it, whatever you believe in, whatever your source of power comes from. Um, and I sat down in meditation and I just had a very frank conversation with all my spirit led people, spirit led spirits. And I said, listen, y'all, thank you for the numbers. I'm going to take a sip of water. Thank you for the numbers. Thank you for the animals. Thank you for the other synchronicities. But I need some black and white. I need y'all to break it down in black and white. Plain black and white English, okay? I need to be able to read it, okay? I love numbers. I'm saying my phone is full of screenshots of numbers. Uh, but sometimes when we're going through something that's a bit more in depth here in this 3D world, um, and we're looking for confirmation and we're looking for clarity, sometimes we need it to be a bit more upfront. And in the spiritual realm, communication is frequency. There's no words, there's no language. Well, there's no English verbal language or whatever foreign language. It's frequency, it's vibrations. And that's why we see numbers. That's why we see 222 and 111 and 1111. And all these other numbers we're seeing. That's why, when we see a cardinal fly by, we're like, oh my gosh, that's my ancestor. Or we see a crow or an owl. We know that there's some communication happening between us, animals, nature, and in the spirit world, right? But sometimes I have to communicate to my spirit guides that I need this to be a lot more clear, especially if it's something that's important to me. It's something that I really need to make a honest and an honest decision about. If it's something that I need to really, really put some true assessment into it. And so I sat down with them and I said, listen, y'all, I need black and white. I just need it in black and white right now. And I tell you, since then, the messages are coming in plain black and white. I am seeing it in black and white writing. I mean, books. People got books open, turn to pages. They've taken a screenshot. They're videoing it. Messages people post literally in black and white verbiage. Just very, like, sometimes you get a message, someone speaking to you, and it's louder than anything that you've heard that day. It's clear. It's like you heard every single word and vibration. And so ever since then, I've been in clear communication. So I urge you to always ask your spirit team, what is it that you need? But tell them what you need too, because you need to be able to understand and translate spiritual messages here in the 3D also as a human. And I haven't gotten into any of my background. I haven't gone into all of the spiritual stuff and all of that stuff. I just want to come with messages that I'm being given. But I urge you to ask for the things that you need and that it be made clear to you in a way that you can understand it. Like some people ask for messages to come in dreams. And I know that might be significant because in their waking world, they're moving all day, every day, and they may not be paying attention to what's happening around them. But when they're asleep, they're able to focus and they're able to get that message downloaded and then translate it. So ask for what you need. Ask for what you, that's the message today. Ask for what you need. Y'all see my little lock over here, it's just doing its own thing. The world of locks. But don't be afraid to do that. Everything that is here is yours. You have access to. It's already been granted to you. The universe is waiting on you to ask for it. They're waiting on you to say, this is what I want, this is what I need, and this is what I need it to look like. So ask for it. Nothing is being withheld from you. That's a mindset that we create, that things are being withheld from us. We're in this stagnant space. We're stuck. We're in a place of lack. We created that in our own minds, in our own mental, that something is being withheld, something is not being given to us. And that's not true. But I do encourage you to ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. Definitely. Definitely. Well, y'all, that's it. That's about 10 minutes. Maybe I'll come with another message by the end of the day. But I love you all. Peace and light.